This award is the Club Cyclist of the Year for 2014. Now, I'm very pleased to say, very grateful to say that this award has been sponsored by Cwm Tryweryn Glass Centre, who are keen supporters and participants in cycling. Thank you very much. Jacques and Lara. Frankly, we couldn't do it without you, you know that. So, our nominees for this, the Club Cyclist of the Year, are Graham Edwards from Abergavenny Road Club. Well done, Graham. Richard Harris from Cwm Carn Paragon. And Seb Frost from Team Skeen. Let's have a look at them in action, shall we?
Club Cyclist of the Year, sponsored by Cwm Tryweryn Glass. Graham Edwards, Abergavenny Road Club.
I got hold of an old bike and went out for a ride, met up with some guys and suggested I join the Abergavenny Road Club. That was about 30 years ago, and got on very, very well with the youngsters, and took a load of them all over the country, riding in mountain bike races, and then got into cyclocross, and decided that maybe it was a good idea if we got some of the youngsters that were already in the club who were into road racing and time trials, let them have a go. Well, I think the most enjoyable part of being involved with cycling, particularly with this club, seeing the success of our junior riders and young riders coming through. That's where I get my enjoyment, to see what our club has produced and continues to produce.
Richie Harris, Cwm Carn Paragon.
My dad used to ride a bike back and forth to work, obviously back 30 years ago. We weren't really into racing, but I used to go out with him every night after school, so that's why I got into it. And then it wasn't until I was 15, 16 maybe I started to come to Cwm Carn then. I don't mind who I go out with, how fast I go, how slow I go. I said I take a slow group out on a Saturday morning for beginners, and I said obviously I still try and compete, so I just enjoy riding my bike. Obviously a club is, especially something my age, is better than a team obviously, because I said you've got we're seeing here tonight now, you've got a big range of spectrum of riders. You've got a couple of youngsters. I said we've got guys now who were racing in the 60s. I want to tell you that it was obviously harder back in the day, and I said we've got the opportunity then to try and get youngsters to come through, and try to introduce more people to the sport, so that's why I enjoy being here. We run 10-mile time trials all throughout the season, so I said obviously we have a lot of the local clubs come up through there, Jiff, Ajax, we have the GB squad come up when they're down for training camps. I say we have a beginners ride on a Saturday morning as well, so the more the merrier, just come and enjoy it.
Seb Frost, Team Skeen.
It's obviously great fun being up on the hill and riding your bike, and that bit of it is obvious enough, I think. But you see all your friends every time you go to a race, and you're always somewhere new, which is nice. Every race I do feels like a mini holiday. Every weekend, every week, I'm just looking forward to the weekend, thinking go racing this weekend. So it's a website that pulls together all race results from around the country and joins them all together on your name. So you can click on your name and you see a history of all the racing you've done, and you can compare yourself to other people, and all the race photographers upload their photos to it now, so if you want to buy a photo, that's the place to go. It's got a calendar of all races coming up, which is great, especially for people who are new to the sport. If they don't know what events are on, they can go look at the calendar where they all are. In the UK it's hugely popular, it's starting to take off abroad as well, but obviously the UK is my focus.
3 wonderful nominees for the Club Cyclist of the Year. Please show your appreciation, ladies and gentlemen. Please also welcome to the stage our very kind award sponsor, Matthew Carlick of Cwm Tryweryn Glass Centre. Good to see you, Matthew. Great to see you. And I know Cwm Tryweryn Glass Centre, you're strong supporters of cycling here in Wales. What is it about it that you wanted to get so involved?
Well, I think that every club is going to have a stalwart behind them. And there's some people out there that are actually, in particular some of these guys here mentioned here, are actually really classy riders themselves. But they're very selfless, and they'll do anything to get progress in the sport. The sport has come a long way in the last few years, but there was a time when it was a real backwater sport, not just in South Wales, everywhere. But these guys have always been there, and I think they're very, very, very encouraged to see the response now to the sport, and I think these guys really deserve some recognition.
They certainly do. We wouldn't argue with you on that. And obviously the 3 nominees we've got tonight, recognising how intrinsic they are to the sport, but there does have to be a winner. We will get the award ready. My glamorous assistant, Alid, who I haven't appreciated here already this evening. It's great to see you, Alid. Thank you very much indeed. And we can tell you that the Club Cyclist of the Year for 2014, ladies and gentlemen, sponsored very kindly by Kuntaleri Glass Centre, is from Abergavenny Road Club. It's Graham Edwards. Wonderful. Well, make sure you guys get a photograph. Hugh needs to record it for posterity. And I don't want you going anywhere, Mr. Edwards, because I need to talk to you. But we will also welcome to the stage our 2 wonderful runners-up, ladies and gentlemen. In fact, actually one of them could only make it tonight. But we're delighted to see him. Please welcome to the stage Richard Harris, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have a certificate for Richard, which we're going to ask you to pass over as well, please. Thank you very much indeed. And I'm just going to scooch next to Graham. If I can scooch in between you, Richard, that would be lovely. Congratulations, Graham. You are obviously an inspiration to all the young cyclists as well. Do you feel like you're an inspiration?
No, just an idiot who rides a bike.
An idiot who rides a bike. I don't believe that for a single second. Why are you so passionate about it? What is it? Is it in your DNA? What is it?
Oh, it's competition mainly, but when you see these kids riding and doing so well, and you know, and luckily I've ridden with people like Rich and older people than them who've inspired me. Alan Owen, there's one lad. I mean, he's been brilliant, and it's all his generation really that inspired me, and they were much younger than me. So, yeah, just wanted to stay young.
Well, he's certainly looking good on it. And just a quick word to your fellow nominee alongside you, Richard. Obviously, he appreciates what you've done, and I'm sure you'll appreciate Graham as well.
Yeah, it's just obviously an opportunity to give Graham recognition for what he's done, and I said obviously at his age he's still competing. You know, someone who's actually older than me is still riding a road bike. So yeah, I'm well pleased for him.
Thanks.
So.
Well, so are we, and many congratulations to both of you. Thanks very much indeed. Well done, Graham. Thank you. Thank you very much. And we must also, of course, remember Seb Frost, who wasn't able, unfortunately, to be with us.